Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax and Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:51, and Jimi Hendrix of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's gonna rain. I didn't know if you knew that or not. It's been raining for the last 24 hours, and will continue to rain for another 24 hours as we deal with this nor'easter rain. Could be heavy at times, wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour throughout the day, and a high of 54. It's 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Legendary actress Diane Keaton passed away at the age of 79 in Los Angeles, California. Cause of death has not been disclosed, but tributes from Hollywood A-listers, including Jane Fonda, Goldie Hawn, and Robert De Niro, have poured in to honor Keaton's memory. Her unique talent and contributions to the film industry are being remembered with heartfelt messages and memories shared by her colleagues and friends. Her passing has left a void in Hollywood, with many expressing their sadness and admiration for the iconic actress. I wasn't expecting this one.
It doesn't sound like a lot of people were expecting it, but apparently she had gotten pretty ill pretty quick.
The first time I ever got familiar with her was Baby Boom. She was in a movie.
Okay.
Where she, all of a sudden had a kid at her doorstep, and then she had to move to Vermont and take care of the kid, and it was...
Which is a reasonable plot story.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite thing that she was in?
To be honest, I thought Annie Hall was a great film.
And somehow Woody Allen's still alive. How is that?
I don't know.
What is he, almost 90?
He's got to be pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if you're going to pick one character, that's the one she'll be remembered forever.
That's the one you want. Pop superstar Taylor Swift and WNBA sensation Caitlin Clark were spotted at the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday night football game, supporting the Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce.
Ooh, boy.
Swift, making her return to Arrowhead Stadium, was seen chatting and laughing with Clark in a private suite during the game. The two stars shared easy chemistry and were seen waving to fans and chatting with Kelce's father. Swift, dressed in a black Chiefs jersey, and Clark, a lifelong Chiefs fan, cheered on Kelce as he helped secure a 30-17 win against the Detroit Lions.
Crazy part about it is he had all these young girls in the stands going, "Who's that lady next to Caitlin Clark?"
Yeah, right. She's so old now.
She's yesterday's news.
Yeah. Kelce had a standout performance, recording... who cares about that? Yeah,
that's not the important part. The important part is Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift are hanging out like best of friends.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Very exciting.
She can be friends with anybody she wants to be, couldn't she?
She could.
Mm-hmm.
Probably why she chose not to be friends with us.
Let's see. Hallmark star... Taylor Swift.
That's pretty much it.
Well,
I covered it all.
Again, I don't understand why the entertainment portion has all of this political crap in there. What happened to the days of who's banging who and whatnot? It's not who's insurrecting who.
Because that's not politically correct anymore.
Yeah.
We'd much rather find out what their political leanings are, because that apparently it's more interesting. I don't find it to be that way. I want to know who's nailing who.
Yeah, well, here's Justin Bieber and his wife Haley recently enjoyed a romantic mountain vacation, sharing sweet moments together in a picturesque setting.
No, that's nice.
The couple was seen kissing with a stunning mountain and lake backdrop in an Instagram post. They were bundled up in coats and hats and spending time together in a rowboat on the lake. Haley also posted pictures of herself in the boat, captioning it with a Shania Twain song. The vacation comes after the couple celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary and their son's first birthday, with sources saying that overcoming challenges has strengthened their bond.
No, that's a nice story.
Yeah, well, I guess you got to have a nice story every once in a while out of Hollywood.
Yeah, it's true, Steve.
Charlie Sheen opened up about his feelings of jealousy toward his brother Emilio Estevez. Shouldn't it have been the other way around?
Well, you would think so, since Emilio wasn't nearly the actor that Charlie was.
Sheen felt left out and small as he watched his brother and other actors in the group of known as the Brat Pack receive attention and perks. Despite his own successful acting career, Sheen struggled with drugs and alcohol in the past, but got sober in 2017. He credits that decision to get clean to his willingness and determination to stay on the right path. Stay positive, Charlie Sheen. And not in the way that you are.
Yeah, try not to snort the tiger blood.
You know, speaking of which, Charlie Sheen, he's HIV positive, right?
Yes.
Magic Johnson, like that whole thing is just... Is he cured? Like,
no, he's not cured.
That's been over 30 years now.
But he's been taking certain medical protocols that have extended his life.
Yeah.
It's a very different diagnosis today. Very different prognosis, I should say.
Well, good for him. I'm glad he's doing well. I guess you can live for quite a long time.
Actually, I thought that Charlie Sheen documentary that was out was actually pretty interesting.
Which one was that?
The one where he wasn't high.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
That's what made it so interesting.
That's why it's so good. Let's see. Britney Spears. She is reportedly anxious about her exes Kevin Federline and Sam Asghari, or whatever is how you ever say it, potentially releasing tell-all memoirs. Federline announced his book, You Thought You Knew, which is said to be intimate and transparent. Yeah, intimately close to $100 bill that he's going to be burning as soon as he writes it. Spears is said to be distressed and fearful about the content of these memoirs. She is particularly concerned about how the books may impact her children. Additionally, there are hints that Asghari may be planning to release an expose piece. It's all about money when it comes down to the end of it, isn't it?
It is. I mean, she doesn't want to embarrass her kids.
Yeah.
That's why there's been no bad behavior over the last 20 years.
Well, but she's also been known to have some, mental issues going on.
Right.
So, I don't know. There's nothing else going on your Columbus Day for your Hollywood trash. I mean,
what is the entertainment world taking the day off for Columbus Day?
I mean, we do have a Kim Kardashian thing we could do, but
what's going on with her?
As everything else, Kim Kardashian revealed her new Skims bra was modeled after her own chest.
Really? Well, she must have something to say.
Oh my God! The last time I modeled my chest was when Ray J bun surfed the Gooby Booby, and that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
Caitlin?
Well, I never got that done and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I had her sign up for Cox Cable when she got the Grundle bundle. we had a nice dinner of steamed clams straight from the golden teacup.
What are you trying to say?
No, it's...
Oh, okay.
It was a golden shower sour is what they called it. Yeah.
Now what you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is we enjoyed the evening with our friend Peter Winkle Sprinkles. Did you ever have Peter Winkle Sprinkles?
I can't say I have.
Oh, you're missing out. They call them Jimmies here in the Northeast. It's those kind of sprinkles.
Okay, good.
Get your mind out of the gutter. And that's your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
It's improving. And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, did you realize that the New England Patriots have not had a 3-game winning streak in 4 years? Yeah, that's right. The very team that used to be known for Super Bowls and deflating footballs has not won 3 games in a row since 2021. Not to belabor the obvious, but according to my notes, that was a long time ago. Yesterday, the Patriots blasted through that winning streak threshold with another commanding beatdown of an inferior foe. This time, the New Orleans Saints 25-19, which officially kicks off the easiest stretch of their very generous schedule. I mean, come on already. Drake May, 18 completions, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns with a quarterback rating of 140.1, making him the 4th highest-rated passer in the NFL. Yeah, that's right. He's number 4 behind Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, and Sam Darnold. 5th in passing yards. And He's number 2 in completion percentage behind only Jared Goff of the Lions by 2.6%. Now, here's the crazy part of that. The Patriots now have a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. That record gives them the second best record in their division. It also puts them in a 4-way tie for the 4th best record in the conference behind the Colts, Steelers, and Bills, who they've already beaten. And what's coming up? The 1-5 Titans, the 1-5 Cleveland Browns, and the Atlanta Falcons with a record of 2-1. Now, I've done all the complicated math. 3 more wins would extend that 3-game winning streak into something that would look very similar to a 6-game winning streak, which they also haven't seen in 4 years. So for those of you who have found yourself jumping off the Patriots bandwagon simply because the Tom Brady years are no longer around, you better be ready to jump back on, because apart from the few bumps along the way, the Patriots look like they might amount to something, which is something that no one's been able to say since the last time the Patriots went on to win a Super Bowl 8 years ago. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Listen, time to test your smoke alarms right now. Go to Rocky's, buy 2, get 1 free. The First Alert smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, and fire extinguishers. October is Fire Safety Month, and fire is no joke. Do the test, go to Rocky's, buy 2, get 1 free for First Alert deals. I'm Bax, that's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Springfield's classic rock at 6:12. And Tom Petty with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It gonna rain. It gonna rain sideways later on today too, because the wind and everything. We're kind of getting the bits and pieces of a nor'easter. Mm-hmm. We're not actually getting hit directly with it, but that's where you'll see all the rain, which is going to last all the way until Wednesday. It's 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going in a certain direction here, and that's perfectly fine. I got no problem with that, but I do think that it should be stated that is your birthday today. Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you.
Let me be the first adult to tell you that today.
Actually, you weren't. There was like 40-something happy birthdays on my Facebook this morning. Who's doing that it was like 3 hours ago. I'm like, who's up at 3 o'clock in the morning wishing people happy birthday on Facebook?
I'm going to guess it's probably insomniacs or third shift workers, and it's probably not someone who I got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning so I can be among the first people to tell Steve a happy birthday.
You're part of the dirty dozen, the first 12 that post at 3 a.m. But I appreciate it.
I'm the first to say it to your face.
Well, there you go. Thank you.
I'll take it. But anyway, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. I'm 47 years old.
Wow. Yeah. I remember when you were just
26,
27. Man, that
was a long time ago.
Yeah. You know, the years go by, Steve, and it's just they're just numbers. I think you'll find that by the time you reach my advanced age, you'll say, well, I don't feel any different today than I felt when I was 18 years old, except everything on my body is in great pain and discomfort.
Oh, well, there you go.
Other than that,
I can't wait.
Same thing.
Cannot wait. I had a nice weekend, though. I spent some time with the kids. Mm-hmm. Went to the block party in downtown for the Thunderbirds, which was on the MGM Plaza, and then the Mass Convention Authority was having their own party on the landing.
I see.
So we got to go to both, which was nice.
Good for you to crash a party from now and then.
And it was cool down at MGM. They had a big band going on. They were kicking it because the T-Birds, that was their first home game of the season.
That's right.
And it was cool to just see people out and about having a good time downtown.
I was out Friday night for the Oktoberfest on 4th Street. They had a real nice crowd. A lot of people were down there. A lot of people jammed into the bar because people love going to the bar. The food was good. The bands were great. 7 Roads were pretty good. The 413s, a bunch of youngsters playing on stage. They were very good.
I know them.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
And everyone's walking around like, who are these fellas? They're young and they're vibrant and they're electrifying.
One of those guys, his girlfriend used to babysit my kids.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. 7 Roads.
Yeah.
The drummer is my chiropractor.
Wow, what a small world.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? The mayor was there. He gave the keys to the city to the Yee family and to the Picknelly family.
Oh.
I would love to get the key to the city.
Whoa. How many copies is this guy making of keys?
It's one key.
Yeah.
They get to share it amongst themselves. And I would love to have the keys to the city just to see how fast I can get this son of a bitch to go. I'd floor it. See what happens.
You think Paul Pignelli calls up the Yee family and goes, hey, I left my, I call you and say, hey, I left my fob at home. Can you let me in the door? Does the Pignellis call the Yees and go, hey, we left the keys inside last night. Does anybody have a backup copy to get inside to the city?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that when you get the key to the city, there's a little scratch thing on there. Do not duplicate. Cannot duplicate. So if you brought it to like a Servue locksmith, I might say, I'm sorry, we can't make copies.
They're gonna put the brakes on that operation right away.
Yeah, we can't make copies of the keys to the city. But they got it, so it was very nice. It was a good time, and ran into John there, and we had a chance to chew the fat for 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Who did you run into?
John.
John who?
Cocktoastin, I believe, is his last name.
Well, there's no toasting, but
you know who I'm talking about. He was down there, and everybody was down there. So good times. If you went down to Oktoberfest, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of fun.
Went to there was a tag sale going on at the big church out in Westfield over the weekend. I got myself a baby New Year.
So that's why you were popping tags in Westfield.
Well, for 50 cents, I could not pass up the 1995 glass porcelain or whatever it was, porcelain baby New Year. The 1995 baby New Year. It is a beauty of a piece.
That's a collectible. You can't just
walk. 50 cents, because everything was half off.
Really? That's nice. Half off.
Well,
things at a tag sale.
I'm not. Listen,
it's just the price.
I understand it's a fundraiser for the church, and I'm not criticizing the people. It just seems kind of weird that you would offer half price off everything. It's a tag sale. Like, why can't you just label it as 75 cents versus $1.50?
So this $2 couch is $1?
Yeah.
Why don't you just call it $1?
Well, because
this one goes to 11.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Like, is there a point in the day where you're like, oh, well, the sale's over. Everything is full price now.
I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised.
pretty sure everything is half price to get rid of everything.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people do that. Like the incentive to get the people there early is like for the first hour and a half, everything is half off.
Yeah.
But if you're here after 12, we're jacking the price up. So that $2 Yadro that you wanted, it's going to go up all the way to $4.
Ooh, man!
Can you handle that, Mr. Moneybags?
I don't know if I can or not. But no, it was just one of those good fall weekends, and then I went with Marty up to Saratoga on Saturday night.
You did.
And then was told, I'm sorry, we don't have any time for you.
You got blocked.
Well, he asked me if I wanted to go, and I'm like, well, just ask the guy if I can get some time, because I'll go if I can get, even if I can get 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm just happy getting performance time.
Sure.
And he was like, yeah, it's all set. And then we get there, and then the guy who told him that I could have some time wasn't the guy who was running the show, and then the guy who was running, oh, I'm sorry, we already have enough people here. And I'm like, God forbid these 12 people who came to see this show are going to be upset that some other guy does 5 extra minutes. But whatever. So I went to, so we did that Saturday night.
How was the show?
It was good. I don't know. I just took a bunch of edibles, and I'm like, well, you can drive home now. So. Well, why not?
What else are you going to do?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, I might
not like you have to stay sharp to be on the stage.
No, so it was kind of a quick 4-hour turnaround trip to Saratoga, and then last night, I went out for my birthday dinner with my kids and a couple of friends of ours, and we went over to Tribeca in Westfield,
right?
Which was really good. The food. Here's what I like about Tribeca, when they bring you the bread, it's the oil and all that stuff with whatever kind of bread that they're serving there. Artisanal. How do you say it? Artisanal.
Yeah, it's basically just bread.
And then they bring you. This is the best part: is a whole clove of garlic roasted,
Oh, yeah.
cut in half.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just squeeze it onto the bread. And it's like a little garlicky paste. It was absolutely
So good.
delicious. Yeah. And then they had, what did I have over there? I had pulled pork tacos,
Okay.
a tuna stack, which is not a Kim Kardashian thing. It's a...
So they stack like a bunch of tin cans on top of each other, and you got to open it up?
It was like fresh tuna and then like avocado and then like tomato.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a tower, kind of thing. I had some of that. And it's a small plate thing, so you're sharing... some of these appetizers and stuff. It was pretty good.
That's good.
We had a pretty good time. So
I spent time with my elderly parents.
oh man, I wish I was with you.
Sure.
I wasted that whole weekend with my family and friends.
Listen, I could have had all the fun that you had, but no, I decided to go spend time with my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
I am very lucky.
And how did that all go?
All fine. Everything is good. A couple of bumps in the road in the last couple of months, but they're all on the mend, thank God.
Still full of regret that they even had you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're holding that against me.
Yeah.
And I can't say I blame them. I've been nothing but a big disappointment.
It's a 57-year how many years are you?
59.
59. Holy.
No, I gave them 2 good years.
Yeah. All right, well, so 57-year grudge. This damn kid's still around.
It's 6:22 on Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 6:28, and the Foo Fighters with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
Got a hell of a show today. Comedian Tom Cotter is going to be joining us. This week is the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night, and he is the headliner. We'll also give away a pair of tickets to that show later on today. Also, Scott Cohen, and it's also Autumn Mist Monday. Your chance to win something nice from Autumn Mist Farms.
It was the Bengals, Autumn Mist Monday. Just another Autumn Mist Monday.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. What's her name?
Susanna Hoffs.
Susanna Hoffs. Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is the truth.
Hey, you want to laugh?
I do.
All right, let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you,
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
Horse walks into a bar and orders a beer.
A horse.
Yeah, and as the bartender serves him, just suspense of disbelief, Bax. As the bartender serves him, he looks at the horse and says, "Hey, why the long face, pal? Are you depressed?" And the horse ponders for a second and scratches his chin and says, "I don't think I am," and promptly disappears. See, this is a joke about Rene Descartes' famous statement, "I think, therefore I am." I could have mentioned this at the start of the joke, but that would have been putting Descartes before the horse. You see what you did there? It was a pun.
Descartes before the horse.
I like that confused look you were giving me going, is that the end of the joke?
Well, I'm just not used to you bring up French philosophers like this.
Well, you know what? We're making some changes around here.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock 102.
6:32 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Gary Rome Hyundai. Technicians get up to a $5,000 sign-in bonus right now. Learn more at GaryRomeHyundai.com/family. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle. Birthday boy, Steve Nagle.
I'm wearing my birthday suit right now.
Thankfully, you got clothes on top of it.
This is I'm going to be doing the news naked and with candlelight in just a few minutes.
Remind me when that's going to happen so that I don't have to sit here and watch it.
Oh, well, I've already removed the bottom half. You just can't see from across that side of the board. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what you can see from this side of the board?
What?
My uvula being splashed with vomit.
Well, let's table that and get to the real top story. Will you get mail on Monday? This is the top story on 22 News.
This just in. Here's what's going on with your mail.
Apparently, Dave Coombs is the news director over there. Will you get mail on Monday?
What's your favorite abusive story to Native Americans from colonial or European settlers?
What was your favorite pattern on a smallpox blanket you got? Anyway,
when was your favorite outbreak of alcoholism and syphilis?
Well, there was that one time I had stayed in a La Quinta with my Native American friend, and we watched a basketball tournament together. Anyway.
By the way, there's no part 2 to that story.
This, there was no point to that story other than to insinuate that something nefarious went on. And, anyway.
Anyway, news.
This story has clearly been out for the last few days. Monday is creeping ever closer, but regardless of whether or not this is a long weekend for you, there's one last task you'll have to perform on October 13th, checking your mailbox.
This came out today?
This came out on the 12th, which was yesterday at 1 p.m.
Okay.
And it was updated this morning at 5:30, but not updated to say, like, to change the narrative of the story of, like, today is the day that you don't have to go pick up your mail.
Yeah, it's still like reading the history books.
Mm-hmm. Columbus Day is one of several holidays observed by federal offices and banks. Did you know any of this?
Well, yes, I did know some of it. I also know that we are not among those that celebrate this holiday.
That includes the U.S. Postal Service, which will take the day off, leaving you without any new mail in your mailbox on Monday. Unlike other government agencies, the U.S. Postal Service is otherwise unaffected by the ongoing government shutdown. Other delivery services like FedEx, UPS, and Amazon will be available on Monday. I thought FedEx and UPS took off, or they just get the overtime for the holiday. That's probably what it is.
I don't know. I ordered something that was supposed to be delivered the following day last week.
Yeah.
Never came, and then I got notification say, delivery date now unavailable.
Yeah.
So I canceled it because I'm not waiting around for nothing. It's already been like 5 days after it was supposed to be here the following day.
Yeah, I'm not impressed one bit by that Prime membership. It's such a scam.
I'm starting to feel like it's a Prime pain in the ass is what it is.
The whole reason why you pay for the Prime is so that you do get things within 2 to 3 days of ordering them.
Yeah.
And lately what's been happening is, well, you got to fill your cart for a little bit more, because not all items are Prime eligible. But if you fill your cart with $25 worth of stuff, you'll get free shipping. And I'm like, you should be giving me free shipping for the $140 a year I'm giving you to begin with.
This item was a relatively expensive item. I mean, it was not the cheap thing. So and of course, here tomorrow. One of the reasons why I got it, because it was promising it was going to be there tomorrow. Well, tomorrow came, got notifications to be there between 10 and noon. 10 and noon go, nope, no such thing. 5 to 7 at night. Nope, that doesn't happen. That was on Thursday. Here it is Monday, still hasn't arrived. Last night I just said, to hell with it, I'm canceling it. This is stupid.
What was it? Can you tell me?
It was a laptop. We needed like a home laptop. Yeah. And we ordered it on Amazon. Nope, no laptop. Absolutely nothing. So someone has either lost it, stolen it, or it's never going to come, and that's the end of all of that.
I would go to one of these secondhand computer places.
Yeah. Hey, let's take a brief pause here,
Oh,
Steve.
hey.
Apparently the Rock 102 hotline is buzzing.
The Rock 102 hotline.
Yes, it's Mayor Dom Dom. I have your mail, and I'm holding it hostage.
Oh, it's Dom Dom.
Yeah, but does he have my laptop?
Laptop, I have your Etch-a-Sketch. Hey, listen, I'm calling to wish that youngster Steve Nagle a happy birthday, as we say in Italian, Buono Compleanno.
Buono Compleanno, yeah.
I had a great time. Ufab, I had a great time with you at the keg tapping at the fort there.
That was good. The mayor knocked that keg open in 4 short whacks. Unbelievable. What technique, sir?
We had some good laughs there, and you guys, thank you every morning, making me laugh at myself, and you and birthday boy, and Marty too. Marty, good chemistry on that. So,
well, thank
Steve,
you.
Did you get? Speaking of mail, did you get your special delivery yet? There.
I didn't get any special delivery. What did I get?
I think you're going to get some videos coming your way.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope they're clean videos, sir. We don't need any scandals going on in the mayor's office.
Well, I mean, after Bax telling about his visit to the proctologist there, or whatever on that, so the blow by blow there. So
All right, sir. Well,
Hey, guys, great. Thank you. Happy birthday. Continued success, and thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There you go,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
Mayor Dom Dom, out.
Mayor Dom Dom out.
Okay, the mayor of Springfield, Dominic J. Sarno, where the J stands for kicking ass.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it stands for.
Yeah. He, Mayor Dom Dom owns 3 dogs, 2 horses, and Regis Philbin. I think this book is a little outdated.
It's a little outdated.
A little outdated? You think, see, we can't even use that anymore. Damn it. What are you going to do? By the way, your local bank will also be closed for the day.
Oh, perfect.
Well, East Longmeadow must be shut down today.
Oh, it's a ghost town
Yeah.
over here.
Tumbleweed rolling through the rotary.
Yeah. Cowboys whistling.
Actually, you think about that. I bet you there's probably not a lot of traffic out there today. Later on today when things, the sun.
Well, to be honest with you,
there ain't
Steve,
no sun today. But.
there's 35 different bank branches in East Longmeadow. I don't see a lot of activity in the parking lots when I'm driving around town in the middle of the day.
In 2021, it was declared as Indigenous Peoples Day. It's no longer, depending on who you ask, Christopher Columbus Day.
Yeah, but have you noticed how that didn't take? Like most people are still saying it's Columbus Day weekend.
Well, because it's hard to change that narrative. Listen, stop trying to cancel Christopher Columbus, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Arthur's theme. And you think about that the next time you're stuck between the moon and New York City.
Steve, I believe you're thinking of Christopher Cross.
No. You're thinking of the guy who, that song that they sang by Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
No, Steve. That's Southern Cross.
No, you're thinking of that Glenn Campbell song that we were singing last week.
No, Steve. That's Southern Nights.
No, you're thinking of that song by Bob Seger that we play all the time.
No, Steve. That would be, you're thinking of Night Moves.
All right, well, I guess we can't go anywhere from there.
No, probably not.
Yeah. No, it was Hollywood Nights, by the way.
It could be Hollywood Nights.
Yeah.
Or Night Moves. What's wrong with Night Moves? That's a perfectly lovely ballad from him.
I don't know. What about and we wouldn't have had that detective show with the guy saying one more thing.
Columbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not exactly the same guy.
We also wouldn't have had those bikes that we used to make over in Westfield years ago.
Columbia
Yeah,
bikes. Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's not the same thing.
We wouldn't have had that record and tape club that you could get 15 tapes for a penny.
No, Steve, that's the Columbia House Record and Tape Club, and they're not really the same thing.
They're not the same.
They're not tied to Columbus Day
They're
weekend.
not tied to European imperialism?
No, they're not.
Are you sure?
Have you noticed that retailers never really embraced, hey, it's the Indigenous Peoples Day weekend sale? No one's done that. They're still doing it's the Columbus Day weekend sale.
Well, if you're talking about Christopher Columbus being a murderer, I mean, slashing prices for a Columbus Day weekend would make sense. The indigenous people, on the other hand, who were the victims of this imperialism, it's not really like a sell.
I took a lot of history classes in college, and this is what I learned is that, yes, okay, maybe Christopher Columbus may have spread syphilis in the New World. That may have happened. But the guy knew how to get a bargain, and he knew how to haggle. And so, he was never going to pay full price for anything. And you can't say you blame him. Always had coupons, always always had, other, rewards, points, always cashed him in. A lot of redemption with Christopher Columbus.
Lots of redemption.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
What was the redemption line like when he was returning the bottles and cans that he took from the?
Well, that's one kind of redemption. I'm thinking he redeemed the mail out coupon from the 1492 Bed Bath and Beyond locations.
Oh yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond
got the $5 coupon. Back 1492. That was big money back then.
Oh yeah, that was
giving stuff away.
How much is that today?
I don't know, since most of the locations of Bed Bath & Beyond have been closed for years.
Well, I still have a $5 coupon for off $25.
Yeah, I don't think you can redeem that now. Now it's an historic artifact.
I was talking to my daughter the other day. We were out for a walk, and we were talking about she was going to a birthday party over the weekend.
Yeah.
And then because the gifts seem to get a little bit more elaborate when they start becoming teenagers and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sharing the story about how, when you were little, when you were 3 or 4 years old, how you hang out with like a group of people. You're always going because you know each other from daycare and this and that.
Sure.
So you have the same group of people that you're going around, like going to different parties. There was this gift card that was going around that we were recycling from party to party. I got screwed on it because I was the one who initially bought it years ago.
Okay.
And it was passed on to another kid's birthday party, and it had a distinct piece of handwriting on the sleeve of the card. And I knew that when we got it back at the next party for one of my kids, it was like, oh, we're just passing this gift card around. So that was the thing. It was just passing the gift card around. I finally got it. Can't use it. Because I went to I was like, well, we'll take that card and we'll stuff it in that and give it to the kid, for the next birthday party. It was a Toys R Us card. You couldn't use it. They went out of business.
Oh, my God.
So I got stuck with a $25 gift card that I had purchased, and I lost the game of hot potato.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about it later. I got some gift cards to Lito's restaurant we can go to and talk it over about lunch.
Oh, what about Lux Burger?
Yeah, we'll go to Lux Burger. Be good too. I don't have the gift cards for that. But
what about Plan B?
Plan B would be an option. But
what about
the place to be,
place
on
to
the
be,
other side of the building.
What about we want to go to brunch today at the place to be?
Sure could use an after-show mimosa.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, a nor'easter. We're getting tail ends of that. That's going to be rainy all day today. Could see some wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Nothing too bad, though. Rain continues tomorrow, high of 58. It is 52 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Ah, yeah.
Rock 102 Springfield Classic Rock at 6:51, and the Rolling Stones of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be rainy today with a high of 54. It is 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hey, this week on Baxi's Musical Podcast, my guest is Daniel Ash from the band Love and Rockets, Bauhaus, and his brand new band Ashes and Diamonds Ashes and Diamonds. Their new album, Ashes and Diamonds Are Forever, is coming out on October 31st. It's an amazing story about a guy who's been incredibly influential. This album is 7 years in the making. He talks about that. He talks about the breakup of Bauhaus and also being the opening act for when Jane's Addiction had that fist fight in Boston, which broke up the band and ended the tour. All of that's available today on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, rock102.com, as well as the app. It's all brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
There's some drama in the town forums again.
Which... Wilbraham again?
No. Right here
in East Long Meadow.
The East Long Meadow Town Forum or whatever it's called. You ready for this one?
Yes.
Please, if you are on the bike trail and absolutely must take a dump, do not go up the clearly groomed paths through the woods to take that dump. Those paths are used every single day by an entire neighborhood of families and kids with dogs. I gotta read it again. So to the person that felt the need to use the path in my backyard as their personal toilet, please go off the path next time. I'd really not be subject or have my children be subject to your poo, accompanied by the pill of soiled napkins that you use to wipe your $$. What?
Well, now you tell me.
Well, I know. I was gonna say. I thought the world was my bathroom.
Well, sometimes when you're hiking down the bike path, you don't have a choice.
That is disgusting. And it's like, I get it. Like, sometimes, like, there's no other choice. Like, you gotta go. But you could do what this person suggested and go off the path.
Well,
you could go in the woods and nobody would even know that you ever did it.
Theoretically, that all sounds very, very practical. But the truth is, if you are in that situation, a situation of dire need to go use a restroom, there's a gas station on one side and a Dunkin' on the other.
I don't know exactly where this happened.
Well, somewhere in between all of this. So my guess is somebody had an emergency situation, couldn't make either the Dunkin' on one side or the gas station on the other, and that's where problems lie.
But now that I think of it, where are the homes along that trail? Because it's mostly a commercial properties because it starts at the Duncan and then it ends all the way down behind the Milton Bradley building there.
American Saw.
Bay Path or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is the...
I don't really know where the turnoff is.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, it is mostly zoned for business and industry.
I thought
that sometimes when you're on the trail, you got to make your own business.
I thought the people of East Longmeadow were a little bit classier than the people of...
Well, it's probably out-of-towners. That'd be my guess.
Springfield.
Yeah, it's like maybe people that work in East Longmeadow but wouldn't, in their right mind, live here.
Yeah, I mean, the closer you get to Longmeadow, you would think that there's a little bit more higher standards set amongst the people.
This is the kind of activity you would see from someone like, Palmer, saying, let's go the East Longmeadow bike path today, rather than go up and down Boston Road. You know what I mean?
Let's go take a dump on the bike path in East Longmeadow for old time's sake.
Doesn't that sound like a very Palmer thing to do?
Yes, it does.
What are you going to do this weekend? We're going to go to East Longmeadow and ruin the town.
Specifically, a Three Rivers thing. I mean, that's more of what, that you have to kind of,
What do you want to do this weekend? Well, I hear that East Longmeadow just cleaned off their bike path.
Well, fresh squeegees. You get a squeegee for, that should be somebody handing out squeegees on the bike path. Hey, you might have to clean some stuff up.
Because, a leaf blower won't just, blow that stuff away.
Yeah, you got these free squeegees from Friendly's.
That's great.
So shame on whoever it was that left the Duke on the bike path.
Don't be a grub. Either go before you start walking or hop on your bike or after you're done. Not while you're there.
Yeah, this, ma'am, this is not an Applebee's. You can't just go wherever you want.
I mean, they may be serving that stuff for lunch all the time, but this is not the place for that.
This is not the time and place for that.
It's 6:57. Scott Cohen joining us in just a few minutes on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, football is a rigorous game, a game in which both the mind and body are designed to punish and to be punished. Tackles, sacks, double-team coverage. These are not the typical actions of your everyday mild-mannered guy on the street. These are, however, among the very basic requirements of playing football at the highest of levels. And as such, emotions can sometimes get in the way of good sportsmanship. Last night, for example, following the Kansas City Chiefs' 30-17-point spanking of the Detroit Lions, a bit of a post-game Donnybrook took place. This occurred when Lions safety Brian Branch decided that rather than shake the hands and congratulate the winning team, he chose to smack Chiefs wide receiver and former New England Patriot Juju Smith-Schuster right in the face, sending him to the ground. It was at this point when both benches started to clear amidst a swell of contention. During his post-game interview, Lions head coach Dan Campbell addressed the fight by saying, quote, "I love Brian Branch, but what he did is inexcusable, and it's not going to be accepted here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're all about." He then went on to say, quote, "I apologize to Coach Reed, the Chiefs, and to Smith-Schuster. That's not okay. That's not what we do here. It's not going to be okay. He knows it. Our team knows it. That's not what we do." Folks, I couldn't have said that better myself. In other words, I think what Dan Campbell is trying to say is that when it comes to punching opposing players in the mouth, it's inexcusable. It's not going to be accepted there. It's not what they do. It's not what they're all about. Except that's what they did. And that's why it might not have been that way before the game started, but it certainly is what they're all about today. They have to be. Otherwise, where would the NFL send the invoices for the fines they're all about to get? And having Juju Smith-Schuster on the show, I have to tell you, I don't find him to have a particularly punchable face. And yet, Brian Branch allowed his unsportsmanlike behavior to get the best of him. And that's not what his team is all about. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, the Milwaukee 14-in-1 ratcheting multi-bit screwdriver. That's a hell of a thing to have in your toolbox. $20 at Rocky's. It's the Milwaukee $20 tool sale. Milwaukee pliers, Sawzall blades, and more. $20 at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:10 and Ozzy with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Lots of rain today with a high of 54. It's 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
It is hard to imagine that it has been 4 years since the Patriots have had a 3-game winning streak. But they do, and in the studio to talk about that and some other stuff too, it's Scott Cohen. Good to have you.
It's blowing a gale out there, buddy.
Yeah, I know it is. It's crazy, and it's only going to get even crazier. So let's talk about the Patriots here real quick, because Drake May is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Absolutely is.
If you look at all the statistics, he's like the 4th rated passer in the NFL, behind
some guys names you recognize.
Sam Darnold. This is not what people expected from a Patriots quarterback, but if you really look at the statistics that are out there, he's holding his own better than most.
And not only that, Bax, it's almost like when you watch the game and just watch the way he operates, dude, he's cool, calm, collected. He looks like he knows what he's doing, and that says a lot, man. And he's got, again, we've talked about this before, he has less, maybe he's coming up on a full season now. He didn't start, till like halfway through last season, and we're not quite halfway through this season. He doesn't have a full NFL season under his belt, and yet he looks the way he does.
We were talking to Scott Zolak last week about this, and the statistics have been out there, like these side-by-side stats of Drake May versus Josh Allen versus Tom Brady at this point in their career.
Yep.
And he matches up. Now, that's not to say that Drake May is going to become the next Tom Brady or Josh Allen.
Sure.
But, I mean, they couldn't be getting more out of this kid if they tried. I mean, it's pretty remarkable that after, like you say, less than a full season or a season and a half, however you want to talk about it, he is emerging as a top-tier quarterback.
He looks like he was the best quarterback in his draft. And how about this? You were talking about stats and how you just because he has equal stats or better stats than Tom Brady did at this point in his career. Now, how about this? He's more talented than Tom Brady is. He's faster. Mm-hmm. He is more physically gifted than Tom Brady. And again, I'm going back to what I said a minute ago. He has a lot of his characteristics because of the way he is out there on the field and hangs around in the pocket. He's a leader on that team, and he's a big reason that they are where they are.
Now, here's the other part, because when you talk about like the numbers get even better. The Patriots have a record of 4-2. That record gives them the second best record of the division, behind Buffalo. But it also puts them in a 4-way tie for the 4th best record in the conference, behind the Colts, the Steelers, and the Bills, who they've already beaten. Yep. And coming up, you've got the 1-5 Titans, the 1-5 Browns, and Atlanta that has a record of 2-1. This is the best part of their schedule. This is like the easiest part before they take on Tampa.
This is the sweet spot right here.
This it really is. I mean, if they could take these next 3, then I mean, the gloves are off.
Well, I was gonna talk about the NFL standings, at kind of a little further deeper into our conversation, but there are no super teams in the league right now. There's a handful of teams that have one loss. Yeah, I'll tell you who the best looking team in the league is right now, the Indianapolis Colts.
Right now they've
scored more. They have a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense. But anyway, not to get ahead. Anything can happen week to week. I went through the schedule just like you just did now. Mm-hmm. There's 12 wins on the board for them the rest of the way. They could finish with 12 victories. You said it a minute ago. They're going to beat the Titans, right? They're going to beat the Browns. They're going to beat the Falcons. They got Tampa Bay. We'll give that one to the Bucs. Okay, mm-hmm. They're going to beat the Jets. They're going to beat the Bengals. They're probably going to beat the Giants. The Bills will beat them because they're pissed at them. And then if the Ravens can get their act together, that could be a possible loss. And then you finish up with the Jets and the Dolphins. That could be 8 more wins, 12 wins. And nobody expected that.
No. On the other hand, the Bills have got a much tougher schedule. So theoretically,
you could win the division.
You could win the division if you look at you go schedule by schedule. I mean, that is not to say that they are better than the Bills. I don't think that they are better than the Bills.
No, of course not. But I said to you a minute ago, I'm in a knockout pool. Okay, there were like I don't know 25 people in it to start the season. There's 3 left.
Yeah.
My 2 counterparts had Green Bay yesterday. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. So they're in. And I've got Buffalo tonight, and they're playing Atlanta, on the road. That is not a gimme. If the Bills happen to lose tonight, I'm out of the pool. But more to the point, the Patriots are in first place in the division.
Well, again, you look at Buffalo's schedule. They got the Chiefs, they got the Buccaneers, they got the Steelers, they've got the Patriots, they got the Eagles. Still yet to go.
Yep.
They could win those games, but they could lose those games too. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see where this all winds up. But absolutely amazing.
As of right now, the Bills are 4-1. The Steelers are 4-1. The Colts are 5-1. That's it. And then on the other side in the NFC, the Packers have 1 loss. The Buccaneers have 1, and that's it. Parity. This is parity central right now.
Yeah, unless you're the Jets.
Unless
they're not even operating on the same page.
Unless you're the Jets. How about the people in England yesterday? Where were they? Germany, Spain? Where'd they play yesterday? They played on the European continent, and those people got a chance to watch NFL football. But not quite, because the Jets were playing. So hopefully see if they can get a refund.
I mean, I was listening to, who Jeff Pearlman is?
Yes.
So Jeff Pearlman is a sports writer, longtime sports writer, written in Sports Illustrated, he's written a couple of books. He now does a podcast, which is actually really, really good. And they're brief episodes about all the things that he has seen and some of his favorite stories, some of his favorite people he's talked to. He did a whole thing about the Jets. And went through, because he's a Jets fan. He talks about the misery of being a Jets fan and how everything they have done since they won the Super Bowl is like one bad thing.
Dude, it's a
after
nightmare.
Another. And it's like, when you list all of it, every bit of it, you just go, wait a minute.
This can't be true.
It all sounds like total fiction, but it's very, very true. Even to the point where he says the worst thing that ever happened was the butt fumble with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
And right now, the butt fumble is no longer the worst thing that
ever happened to Mark Sanchez. I guess I didn't hear what he said. I guess he finally spoke publicly about the stabbing incident. I don't know what he said, but dude, he's in trouble, man. He's got felony charges against him. But again, the butt fumble is no longer the worst thing that ever happened to Mark Sanchez.
I mean, he was released, but it's so hard to figure out the actual details of, first of all, so he goes up to this guy, the 69-year-old man, enters the guy's truck
over a parking spot.
Oh, it would have to be a hell of a parking spot for me to say, I'm going in your car to discuss this with you. I would never. Maybe I've just got to like a line, in my life where I say I'm not going to take it this far. If you want that parking space so bad, so be it.
So be it.
I'll walk away.
I'll walk away.
In the meantime, if a guy is in my car arguing over a parking space, do I stab him in the abdomen? I mean, is that one?
CTE, drugs and alcohol. It's a terrible combination.
It's a terrible combination. But if I'm going to stab a guy in my own car, I got to think, well, how am I going to clean my leather interior? Is it a cloth interior? What is that going to cost me to detail this car?
Yeah, of course, man. I hear you. These are decisions you have to make
these are practical issues.
Put yourself in that situation.
But Mark Sanchez is in a lot of trouble over this one. But
Bruins, Bud. Can we talk about them for a minute?
Absolutely.
So they have an afternoon matinee today, 1:00 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. New coach, new personnel. You go back. David Pastrnak is their best player, and he's like the one holdover from the Marchand and the Patrice Bergeron crowd. There's something about him that they had talked about trading him before, but anyway, a lot of no-name players, nobody that can score. We're going to rely on defense. They say they're going to win a lot of one-goal games this year. They're off to a 3-0 start, and they're completely, exceeding expectations so far. They're a big story. Keep an eye on them.
Baseball playoffs are set for the.
Bud, Seattle and Toronto, and at least we have the Dodgers to kick around. 3 teams that you have to be a dyed-in-the-wool baseball fan to have any idea who the players are on that team.
Except Milwaukee's been the best team in baseball all year long.
They won, and listen, because you follow it, right? And I follow it too.
Right.
They won 14 straight games at one point.
But America
during the regular season.
America does not follow the Milwaukee Brewers.
They do not.
Now the only interesting thing is, so in the American League side, you get Toronto and Seattle. 2 expansion teams from 1977 facing each other in the ALCS. Pretty cool.
It's very cool. And then the best player on the field in both leagues is Cal Raleigh, the catcher from Seattle, who hit 60 home runs during the regular season. He hit one last night. So there's a couple of individual players to watch, but you can't tell the players without a scorecard. That's too bad.
Of course, on the other hand, he's got the best nickname in baseball.
Oh, the big dumper. The big dumper.
I like that.
I like that.
I would
too.
like to be known as the big dumper.
Well, you know what? I think there are some people out there who probably do refer to you as the big dumper.
After that colonoscopy last week, you can absolutely bet.
Yep, exactly.
I may be called the big dumper pretty soon. All right, we will talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week.
All right, Scott Cohen. It's 7:22 on Rock 102. It's 7:25 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
So Thursday is the Rock 102 Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night at the Armory at MGM Springfield, brought to you by Dave Miner, Exterior Home Improvements and Aquapump. It's going to be a night of laughs to benefit the Open Pantry, as you know. Comedian Tom Cotter is going to be our headliner. He'll be joining us next hour on the show, along with it'll be you and me and Corey G. It's going to be a great, great night. Here's another kind of cool thing that's going on. We have a limited number of Mayflower Marathon Thunderbird hockey jerseys for sale for $20 cash. There'll also be a silent auction for some great prizes from MGM, the Thunderbirds, and more. And this is really cool. Dave Miner will be matching any cash donations that night up to $2,500. That's phenomenal. Tickets are on sale right now at rock102.com. Again, all the proceeds go to the Open Pantry through the Mayflower Marathon. Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night, brought to you by Dave Miner, Exterior Home Improvements, Aquapump, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
I don't know if you saw this story at UMass, Western Mass News Guy. We continue to follow developing news out of UMass Amherst. Promising news in the fight against cancer. Researchers say they have created a vaccine that has effectively prevented several different types of cancer in mice. Western Mass News talked to one of the researchers of the vaccine to find out more. Previous research on the nanoparticle-based drug design showed that it can shrink and clear cancer tumors in those mice. Now it's been proven that it can also work preventatively. The latest study should show it can prevent melanoma, pancreatic, and triple-negative breast cancer in those mice.
Wow.
The nanoparticle vaccine is paired with melanoma peptide. I don't understand the logistics of the whole thing because it's a bunch of scientific words that
doesn't mean anything to you, but it means everything to someone who's got cancer or a doctor.
Yeah, but nearly all of the vaccinated mice who were tested on remained tumor-free after being exposed to cancerous cells. The life of a mouse, man. All that testing and all.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm in a new little environment with a hamster wheel and everything. I wonder what we're doing here.
Well,
we're going to give you cancer, and then we're going to shoot it out of you with a vaccine.
I don't think they tell the mice, listen, we're going to give you cancer. This is what we're going to do. I think what they do is they put them in their cage.
Yeah.
They give them red meat. They give them cigarettes. They give them alcohol. Porn. Yeah. There's probably some some extra carbon monoxide in the in the cage. There's probably all kinds of cancer-causing agents all the food is colored with red dye number 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eating a lot of trans fats in their diets. And then apparently this medication is preventing them from getting the deadly tumors that most normal people would do just by living their lives with simple, regular behavior.
And then you got RFK coming in the lab going, "You don't have to live like this, you know. This is no way for a mouse to live his life. You need to be free, Stuart Little. Let me out of your let me out of your cage."
Thanks for the gumball, Mickey.
Thanks for the You know, Mickey left his wife, Minnie, because she was effing goofy.
It's 7:28. News is next to Rock 102. 7:31 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Gary Rome Hyundai. Technicians get up to a $5,000 sign-in bonus right now. Learn more at GaryRomeHyundai.com/family. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
I'm glad you mentioned Gary Rome because I went there on Friday night to the Hyundai dealership on was it Whiting Farms Road or Lower Westfield Road? I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Whiting Farms Road.
I think so, yeah.
In Holyoke. And they have the car wash, the detail center.
Sure.
And dog wash.
Really?
So I took Wally up there to the dog wash. My daughter and I went up there, and for some
you get him all Rusty Jones so he doesn't rust out?
I don't know what this dog. Yeah, right. I don't know what this dog rolled in or what. But I came home Friday afternoon, and I was like, "What is that smell?" And usually I'll take him outside and do that, but it was a little chilly out Friday afternoon, so I'd rather go and, get he gets a blow dry and all that stuff at the Gary Rome thing. So we got him all puffed up.
Wow. What was the stink?
It was, I think he must have rolled in like another animal's excrement or something, because it was like this very pungent smell. It wasn't like a skunk or anything, but it was.
It wasn't like any glandular things needed to be expressed, because that's a horrible thing.
No. But also a welcomed thing.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's not something anybody likes doing, but once it's done, amen to that.
But we took him up there to the Gary Rome thing, to the auto detail center. Mm-hmm. He didn't like the hot waxing.
That's too bad. My dog loves that.
I'm kidding. They don't detail the dog. That would be kind of cool.
That would be great
if you had a bunch of workers come out and start waxing down like they do with the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
they're buffing them up.
It's all shiny.
Yeah,
that's a shiny coat in there, Tin Man.
Yeah, and they but it was nice and quick, and it was right there. I went to. I always get the names mixed up. The big box pet store in Holyoke. It's either PetSmart or Petco or whatever. Yeah. The one by the Men's Warehouse there.
Yeah.
They don't have a dog wash station.
No, not a lot of places do, actually.
Well, Smithland does, and Tractor Supply does.
Well, Smithland was all, that was Dave's.
Right.
And Dave had all that stuff set up. So
right, but the one in Westfield is still open.
Interesting.
But the rest of them, I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird.
We had our dog's nails clipped by a woman who has like a mobile service. She's like a trailer. The dog goes in the trailer, clip his nails, and then she can give him a bath in this trailer. It's all set up with water and everything else. I thought it was pretty cool.
That's weird.
Come right to your house.
It's like does the dog see the trailer and go, oh no? Does your dog like getting his nails clipped?
No,
mine
he doesn't.
Hates it.
He's not a big fan.
See, what do they do to the dog to clip the nails? They took my dog in the back room of the vet's office, and I wasn't allowed to see what was going on.
You weren't allowed to see. We were allowed to see.
Yeah.
He had to be kind of harnessed a little bit, and but that's typical of a groomer.
Was he looking at you like a big F you? You're doing this to me.
Yeah, but he walked out of there, and his paws were like it was like a brand new day.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was nice.
Because he doesn't like when we do it. Because it's usually like a wrestling match to get it done.
It's like a torture chamber.
But I'll tell you what, having a trained professional come to the neighborhood, stop by, and it was a great idea. Awesome. It's 7:35.
What are you?
Oh, we already have news. Are we in news?
We're in news.
Oh, I thought we were late.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Are you?
It's been a long weekend.
Well, it's Columbus Day. We're not really. Yeah, it's not like a regular news day. We
No.
have all kinds of news going. Oh, we'll talk about this guy who was arrested on Friday night in Hadley. A West Springfield man was arrested in connection with multiple motor vehicle accidents on Friday night. The Hadley Police Department stated that shortly after 11 p.m., Public Safety Dispatch received a 911 call regarding a motor vehicle collision near the intersection of Route 9 and Route 116. The caller said that one of the vehicles, a gray Nissan SUV, was reportedly leaving the area of the crash. Officers in the area located a gray SUV driving westbound on Russell Street at a high rate of speed. They tried to pursue the vehicle, but lost sight of it. Shortly after, they encouraged a second crash. They encountered a crash. They encountered a second crash.
I see.
It's not like the police are going, hey, yeah, we encourage this kind of behavior here. Keeps us employed.
Yeah.
You know? They encountered a second crash at the intersection of Russell Street and Middle Street. Police determined that the second crash also involved the vehicle from the first crash. All occupants in the accidents were able to exit their vehicles and were brought to local hospitals to be treated. Hadley police said that the driver, a 32-year-old man from West Springfield, will be summoned to court for multiple motor vehicle charges. So, 2 crashes, one night.
That's a lot.
That's better than the 2 girls, 1 cup video by far, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can usually get through an accident.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many people that have gotten through that video.
I don't know anybody. I couldn't get through it. That was probably one of the worst things I've ever witnessed in my life. It just was so unexpected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you know what you're about to get into, even completing the video is very, very hard to do.
Yeah.
And you really have to think twice about your own choices in life if you say, I'm going to the end.
We're getting there. We're going to finish it this time. A former Holyoke City councilor, which Western Mass News has spelled Counselor.
Okay.
We're trying to get the kids ready for college credit. Is that what it is, the Holyoke City counselors?
That must be it.
A former Holyoke City councilor who is being pursued for child pornography charges has since fled the country, is now hoping to vote in the Holyoke election. Wilma Puelo Mota, the 28-year-old former city councilor out of Holyoke, which they spelled correctly that time, has now submitted an absentee voter application for the upcoming election with intent to vote abroad. Currently, it's under investigation by the Holyoke Registrar of Voters. Back in 2022, it was revealed during a special council meeting that Ward 2 City Councilor Wilma Puelo Mota had been expelled from his position after he was discovered he was facing child pornography and fugitive from justice charges in Rhode Island. When Wilma Puelo Mota was set to stand trial in January of 2024, it was determined that he fled the country to Turkey, violating his court orders. And now he wants to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, has he been convicted of a felony?
No, because he hasn't, but he's a fugitive from justice.
Yeah, then
because
he probably should not get his absentee ballot.
Yeah. Western Mass News spoke with Brenna Murphy Leary, the Holyoke City clerk and registrar of voters, to find out what Wilma Puelo Mota's absentee voter application means for the city. And she said, we have a lot of residents that vote out of the country, but we do take every case individually to see if they are qualified to vote that way. Right now, we're working to see if he's qualified to receive a ballot via email or ballot at all, and that's what we are in the middle of investigating right now. I guess you're not a convicted felon, but you have a warrant out for you, which is still not against the law in order to vote because you haven't been... And he hasn't had a trial because of his own doing, because he left. So I don't know if this guy is just being a jerk and trying to expose some sort of loophole.
He's rarely ever showed jerky behavior in the past.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do if I were a resident of Holyoke, and I'm not voting in your elections. But if he is allowed to vote in this election, you should all vote in that election, because by numbers, if voter turnout is low, then that guy somehow has more influence about what goes on in your town than you do. So think about that when it's election day. If he's allowed to vote, you should go and bring a few people with you.
Well, I don't know what his one vote is going to do.
It's about proportionate voter turnout. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to allow that guy to make decisions on your city, I would say, even if you missed the last 10 elections, I'd say, all right, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I can to neutralize his vote, regardless of where it is, and stand up for my city. Try to protect it from that guy.
Hey, Bonnie, I got myself in a little bit of a snafu. Do you think I can vote from abroad?
I don't know, Fred. Who you going to vote for?
Who's this broad you're talking about, Fred?
Have you talked to your boss about whether you can vote?
Well, I've been fighting the Russian army there. Bon?
Flintstone, it's time for you to go to work.
Flintstone, we received the Epstein list. I was just trying to get my rocks on.
Yabba dabba doo doo.
Oh, yabba dabba don't.
Yabba dabba don't.
Police and fire crews assisted in... Hey, Rick!
Hey, Rick! Not a lot of difference between Fred Flintstone and Fred Mertz.
No, very, very similar.
Hey, Barney!
Oh, Lucy! Wilma's gonna need some support. Her husband did some nasty things and now he fled to Russia. Police...
Hey, Barn! Would you mind getting me one of them absentee ballot applications?
Hey, Rick! We can't have this guy in our group. We're adult-based.
Oh, everyone else in the Water Buffalo Lodge is going to have a big problem with this.
Anyway, police and fire crews assisted in returning a loose animal to its pasture in Warwick on Saturday. Massachusetts, not Rhode Island. The Warwick Fire Department stated that crews were called to assist police officers with a loose animal on Saturday. And when I say loose, I mean loose.
As if he was set free.
Yeah. He's not like the promiscuous bull going around trying to breathe.
Or nor is he the kind of animal that's just had to finish a whole gallon of Go Lightly the night before.
Well, I have this medication that I'm on, and I had to get raw dogged by the colonoscopy probe. I even brought my wife in to watch.
Thankfully, I got to see the whole thing on video.
Did you ever shove your head up a bull's ass and get a good look at a piece of meat? Well, I sure as hell did. It was my own.
Thank God I brought my mag light. Would have been kind of dark in there.
Yeah, you should have seen that upskirt steak that I had going on up there. Anyway, the Warwick Fire Department stated that crews were called to assist police officers with a loose animal. Law enforcement provided traffic control on Route 78 and Orange Road until the bull named Carl was successfully...
Carl the bull.
Carl the bull was successfully corralled and put back in his pasture. And all is well up in Warwick now. The bull was on the loose. He was just going out looking for a good time.
Not a whole lot to do in that town.
No.
For a bull with a notion and free time.
Well, it's all up in that area.
Yeah, I know.
You think there's a bull standing on the side of the road hitchhiking? I'm looking for Athol.
We'll do bull stuff for food.
Did you ever have a bull and Athol before?
I did last week.
Yeah? Where did you come from? I just came straight from Yarmouth, and I'm going right to Athol. Where were you born? Coxsackie, New York. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be rainy with a high of 54. Tomorrow, rainy with a high of 58. It's 52 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 7:52. And Stevie Nicks with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Rainy today with a high of 54. It's 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
Let me see here, Steve, because, okay, yes. Autumn Mist Monday is today. Were you aware of that?
Yes, I listened to the Bengals song this morning. It's just another Autumn Mist Monday. It's also
Yes.
Columbus Day.
You know what? It's almost a shame that Autumn Miss Monday falls on a Columbus Day because there's so many people not listening to the show today because they're not working, like people who have good jobs.
Are they even working to begin with?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't work that hard in the holiday. I'm not working that hard today.
I mean, let's say you're with Eversource.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be on the clock, but are you working?
Well, I mean, depends what. It depends. If I'm out on the field and I'm doing Eversource stuff,
Yeah.
probably not. But if I've been bumped up to the office in an administrative job, I got to at least look like I'm busy. I can't do what I used to do outside the big holes in the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to show like you got to look exasperated all the time, kind of like a George Costanza. If you look like he's exasperated all the time, everyone thinks he's getting a lot of work done. When you're an Eversource, whew, that's a real transition.
Not even just Eversource. I saw a landscaper last week. Get this, right? He's on one of them zero-turn mowers.
Yep.
Just sitting on the sidewalk texting with 3 cones outside of his trailer.
3?
Yeah. He must be doing well.
To have afforded 2 more cones.
2 more cones than the normal one.
Yeah.
And, there's another guy. Are they really working or are they just putting cones out? I mean, I could go, if I just go out into the parking lot and put a cone out there, it would look like I'm working.
I know people. I'm not saying who or how I know them. I've heard stories of people who work in certain places that they have a parking space that they have appropriated for their own use.
Mm-hmm.
It's not designated to this particular person.
Right.
But when he's not there, he has left a cone out on that space. Like if he has to leave, like in the middle of the day, he will put a cone out there to let everybody know, this is my space. I have designated this as mine.
That is so dumb.
Who does he think he is?
I don't know.
I mean, I usually choose the same space here, but if someone's using it, I'll go somewhere else.
Because
I'm not married to that space.
It's not that big of a lot. And when we get the new building, it's going to be a whole game changer anyway.
Because there's going to be a lot more people in the lot.
Is this somebody here you're talking about that puts a cone out?
No, it's not here. It's I know somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you think that you're that
is it like
tied to a particular space?
Is it like a full-on traffic cone, or is it one of those ones that like anybody can go by for like a soccer field?
No, it's like a full-size cone.
Okay.
But he must have borrowed it from a landscaper. It looks like it's landscape material.
All right.
But come on, dude.
Well, either way,
live a little.
Today is an Autumn Mist Monday.
Yes,
and you can enjoy. It doesn't. You can take Columbus Day. You can enjoy pretty much any holiday with an Autumn Mist farm gift certificate.
It's farm to table. You can't beat their meat. I happen to have a $25 gift card. Autumn Mist Farms. Try yourself a couple homewreckers.
Yeah,
homewrecker hot dog. Who's not going to want that?
So you can shove them bad boys down your throat.
It sounds like a challenge, but it also sounds like you could feed an entire family.
All right. It's a great place to bring a date.
Is it really?
Hey, you try her out with the homewrecker, see how she can handle that hog, and then you say, okay, well, you can decide whether or not she's going back to my farm or not. Because right now, this ain't my pig, and this ain't my farm, until you can get that homewrecker down your throat.
It's 7:56 on Rock 102.
67.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, did you realize that the New England Patriots have not had a 3-game winning streak in 4 years? Yeah, that's right. The very team that used to be known for Super Bowls and deflating footballs has not won 3 games in a row since 2021. Not to belabor the obvious, but according to my notes, that's a very long time. Yesterday, the Patriots blasted through that winning streak threshold by winning another commanding beatdown of an inferior foe, this time the New Orleans Saints, 25-19, which officially kicks off the easiest stretch of their very fat, generous schedule. I mean, come on already. Drake May, 18 completions, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a quarterback rating of 140.1, making him the 4th highest-rated passer in the NFL. Yeah, that's right. He's number 4 behind Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, and Sam Darnold. 5th in passing yards. Number 2 in completion percentage, only behind Jared Goff of the Lions by 2.6%. But then here's the crazy part. Patriots have now have a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. That record gives them the second best record in the division. It puts them in a 4-way tie for the 4th best record in the conference between the Colts, Steelers, and the Bills, who they beat last week. And what's coming up? The 1-5 Tennessee Titans, the 1-5 Cleveland Browns, and the Atlanta Falcons have got a record of 2-1. Now, I've done all the complicated math. 3 more wins would extend that 3-game winning streak into something that would look very similar to a 6-game winning streak, which they also haven't seen in 4 years. So for those of you who have found yourself jumping off the Patriots bandwagon simply because Tom Brady's gone, you better get yourself ready to jump right back on it, because apart from a few bumps along the way, the Patriots are starting to look like they might actually amount to something, which is something that no one's been able to say since the last time they won a Super Bowl 8 years ago. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know what? The first, your smoke alarms have got to be tested. And if you need a new one, you got to go to Rocky's. Buy 2, get 1 free. First alert smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers. October is Fire Safety Month, and fire is no joke. Go do the test and then go to Rocky's for buy 2, get 1 free and first alert alarms. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:09 and Bon Jovi with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Which Richie Sambora will be making an appearance at the MGM Comedy Night this Thursday.
Really?
No, but it's something to get people to go because nobody wants to come see Tom Cotter.
What are you talking
about?
I'm just Tom Cotter has been on America's Got Talent, The Tonight Show, Last Comic Standing, and Rhode Island's very own Tom Cotter at the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night. How are you, Tom? Welcome.
I'm well, but I'm funnier than Richie Sambora. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen him do 5 minutes at my little dinner and a comedy show I do on Thursday nights. He was pretty good.
All right, the gauntlet is thrown down. I accept the challenge. Let's have a joke off, he and I.
I'm sure you're very good at joking.
Oh, he's joking. He jokes off all the time.
Dude, I'm a huge joke offer. I really am.
We're going to joke off together on Thursday night.
I'm looking forward to this, and it's a charity event, so people can feel good about coming out to see the show.
Well, I mean, that's what we have it designed this way. And we said we need a superstar to lead this fundraising effort, but none of them were available, so we went to you.
As I understand it, this is the third of your Mayflower Madness comedy shows.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you've waited until year 3 to invite me to participate. I noticed the phone didn't ring last year, nor did it ring the year before.
Well, you know what it is, Tom. We didn't want to shoot the moon, so to speak. We wanted to make sure that we went in little baby steps. So what we did is we did something crazy. We hired local entertainment, and I'm sure you know what that means. So now, once you've done it twice, now you step up. So this is really, now we're more ready for you than you are ready for us.
I got you.
You see what I mean?
I'm still devastated and hurt, but your explanation will suffice for now.
Well, I'm sure when you're walking out of there lighting your cigars with burning $100 bills, you'll feel differently.
Wait a minute. This is a charity event, dude. I do a lot of good deeds. Most of them are court-ordered, but I do them, and my brother gives 50% of his income to charity. That's his ex-wife's name, Charity. So we give back whenever we can.
And that's what it's all about, is giving back, isn't it?
Yeah. But you know what, Tom?
Yes.
You know what? We've had you on the Mayflower Marathon, actual broadcast of the Mayflower Marathon for 20 years, at least 20 years.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it's in a row, too.
Exactly. So for us, I mean, you really are a major part of the Mayflower Marathon experience anyway. Now we
wait till year 3 to give me the invite for the comedy show. Interesting.
I would only take that moderately badly. I think, again, we had to work up to get to your level.
Whatever. But people should show up because, this is for a giant food pantry. You're loading up trucks full of food, right?
Yeah, that's the goal. And food insecurity in this area is it's more than 1 in 2. So the need is really, really great this year. So we appreciate you coming out here to entertain the folks and, actually say something funny. I'm waiting for it to happen. But
it'll happen. Take your time.
It'll happen Thursday.
All right.
Pace yourself.
We're waiting for all the good stuff.
Yeah. Today I have to go out to Long Island in a nor'easter and entertain. Joe Namath has his charity, and yesterday they went 0-6, the Jets. So there'll be a lot of former Jets players, bitter, angry, gangreners, and I have to show up and pretend I'm not a Patriots fan, so that'll be awkward. And I have to tell jokes to these miserable people. It's horrible.
I suppose that would not be the first hostile room you've played.
No, but it'll be bitter, and they'll be mad. It's going to suck, and I hate driving out to Long Island, although I love their iced tea. It's always a long journey, and I can't stand it.
Sounds like a long
I'm looking forward to Thursday night when I get to come up to you guys in Springfield, and the MGM listed their restraining order, so I get to go there again.
That's good.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Actually, it's a pretty cool room. I mean, it's the kind of space where you say, I could see this on TV, like in the '80s or something like that, like one of those big cavernous castles.
It's a castle.
It's basically a castle.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm a court jester. That works out wonderfully. And, yeah, I like the MGM. They went a little woke, though. I heard they changed the name of some of their games. I guess it's no longer it's Blackjack. It's Black Lives Matter Jack now. And no longer is it One-Eye Jack. Now he's visually impaired Jack. And I guess some of the Jacks identify as Jill now. And no longer is it poker, of course. Now it's take her out to dinner in a consensual movie. So it's just different. It's a different vibe than it used to be.
You know, speaking of which, we have the local jail here now refers to inmates, and I'm not making this up, as justice-involved individuals.
Wait a minute, justice-involved individuals. So JII?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because pedophiles are now mature. No, they're minor-attracted people. MAPS, they call them.
That's true, too. Yeah, I've seen that before.
That should piss off Dora the Explorer, shouldn't it? Holy God.
She better not lose that map.
No. You don't want to do that.
Wow.
God.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm too long. I hope people aren't showing up expecting a woke show on Thursday because I'm a little too old for that. I'm willing to learn, but it's just very confusing for me. So I'll play along as best I can, but I'm not good at it.
I think you'll be fit in just fine here at MGM.
I hope so.
yeah.
Because people get triggered, buddy. People get triggered all the time now, very quickly at everything. So it's very concerning to me.
That's got to be a challenge for you, right? Do people, because I watch a lot of your clips around online, mostly for self-gratification, but I watch your clips.
Are you naked when you're watching them?
Of course I am. That's what I just said. I'm self-gratifying
Tell me more.
myself. All right, we'll talk after the show. But I'm watching it. Do people complain about some of the jokes that you do?
I do a Trump impression sometimes, and I've had people get up and saunter out of the room in the middle of that, but that's rare, usually in Florida. And then I used to make fun of Biden being old, and someone told me that was mean. So I try to go right down the middle. It's very difficult because you're going to piss off half the people no matter what side you take. So I try to go right down. Who am I to make fun of the president? I could never. You have to be a naturalized born citizen, and I was C-section. So I don't know why people get all upset. It's not like I'm running for president. No one would vote for me. I have horrible opinions on all the major issues, so people should just lighten up and know it's comedy, and not cancel people. I hate that. God.
Yeah, that seems to be too much of a thing. Let's spend my entire day trying to get somebody fired from their job because I got nothing better to do.
If you don't like the video, click on the next one. Gee, people get so. It's crazy now. I think we've lost our minds in this country. But hopefully we're coming back to sanity at some point. The pendulum will swing back. Because we came out of COVID where we couldn't work into this woke world where, it's crazy. If I put a sombrero on, I'm a jackass because I'm engaging in cultural appropriation. But if I put a dress on, I'm a hero for living my true self. That's fine. But what if I identify as a senorita? What's the ruling on that? I don't know. It's very confusing.
That's a very good question, and I can't imagine anyone's giving you a really good answer for it yet.
None.
Yeah,
and I still don't get them from you guys. I'm looking to you guys for wisdom this morning, getting nothing, getting a third-year invitation to an event. That's what I'm getting.
Well, it's Columbus Day. We're not, we're not really, neither one of us wants to be here. We'd much prefer to celebrate European, colonial
imperialism
times, and spread syphilis and alcoholism to the natives. That's what we would prefer to do today.
Indigenous Peoples Day, isn't it?
That's it.
Did we change the name?
Yeah, but no one's having an indigenous people's sale at and trying to sell TVs at the same time. You never hear
Good
that.
point. Haven't seen that.
No.
Remember the white sales? They got rid of those.
They sure
Remember
did.
The white sales yeah. Oof. Yeah, and Cracker Barrel. When are they going to get rid of that? Why don't they just call it Honky Bucket and get it over with? I'm offended.
I like all the people that got upset about the Cracker Barrel logo change. What was that? Why was anybody even upset about that?
Yeah, get over yourselves, people. It's a decent restaurant.
I was more concerned about if you're going to protest something, at least how about the quality of the food at the Cracker Barrel, not just the logo.
It's a good point.
Yeah, they were reheating.
I'm not going to besmirch Cracker Barrel.
Well, they were reheating meatloaf and biscuits from the day before. And I'm like, this is not an Applebee's. This is a Cracker Barrel. You have to make that stuff fresh every day.
Step it up. Come on now.
Right.
I ate at a German Chinese restaurant the other night. I had the sweet and sauerkraut, and it was very good. And then I ate at a Japanese Jewish restaurant called Susumi. Delectable. Really good. Scrumptious.
Awesome. Listen, we're excited about Thursday night. We're sorry it's taken so many years to get you here, but now that it's finally here, it's going to be a great night of comedy, and it's always fun to have you.
I'm honored, gentlemen. It'll be a lot of fun. People should show up again. This is for a good cause, so you get that feel-good feeling in your stomach, your pit or stomach. Could be gas, but it's a feel-good thing. And then, you're going to laugh your butt off. I've seen Nagle. He's hysterical to look at, and I'll be on the show, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Great.
Well, hopefully you don't get canceled.
Not that quickly. Tom,
between now and then.
We'll see you on Thursday. By the way, we have a pair of tickets to give away right now. The 10th caller at 293-1021. Tom Cotter is going to be the headliner at the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you then.
We appreciate it. It's 8:20 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Call or text us anytime.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:27. And Temple of the Dog with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I'll go hungry. I'll go hungry. I'll go hungry. I'll go hungry. I actually am kind of hungry.
No one brought anything with us.
Well, I'm going to stop and get myself a birthday treat on the way home.
How are you going to celebrate the birthday?
Well, I went out to dinner last night with my kids and some friends, so that's already taken care of.
Okay.
My kid made me she's a really good baker, and she made me.
So are you?
I'm a candlestick maker.
Well, no, I thought you were a master baker.
No. That's completely different. That's what I'm doing in the videos.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, this is no. She's a really good baker, and she made a homemade like triple chocolate cake.
No kidding.
Which I cannot wait to have tonight.
Wow.
They will sing happy birthday to me, and we'll do it then.
Well, so, then there is a celebration going on today.
Well, yeah, but it's not like, I'm not going to a party or anything like that.
Listen, at your age, 46, you said?
47.
47.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you really want a party at 47?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I like if I never have another birthday party again, and next year's one of those milestone ones, I'm all right with that. I don't require that.
I'm actually at the point where it's like, it really is just another day. Like it's not. All these people who get all excited about their birthday. I don't know. People do the whole birthday week. Actually, my phone is cracked like a girl who celebrates birthday week.
Yeah,
so,
right.
I guess I could do that, but I don't have the need to.
Yeah, I don't need anything either. Like even what do you want for your birthday? How about to be left alone for the day?
Well, my kids said to me yesterday. I mean, we've been busy with stuff. They're busy doing this and that.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to go out and get you anything, and I was like, I don't.
Well, neither one of you drives, so that's...
But they had opportunities to go.
Yeah, but
but I don't need anything.
Listen, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
The most valuable thing they can get you is their time.
Yeah.
Think about that.
It is.
Think about that.
I enjoy spending time with my kids.
See?
But they don't see it that way.
Well,
they're seeing it as like there's some transactional method to this.
Of course
whole
there
thing,
is.
And you're not going to enjoy a birthday unless you have something to open.
But
I don't need that. Though.
But they will get to that point themselves where even they won't see it that way, and they'll start understanding what you're talking about. But yeah, at that age, it's still an adolescent phase.
Yeah. Well, last week they were like, if you really wanted something for your birthday, because they know I don't like it, what could we get you? I'm like, I don't know, socks. You can get me socks.
Socks are nice.
I could use a new pair. I always use a new pair of socks.
Sure.
T-shirts, stuff like that.
Yep.
Like the base.
Simple.
I was told, you're so basic.
Okay, where these kids are going to be getting like stacks of cash to go buy you a new car or something? No, of course not.
No, but I mean they work, they have jobs, they have their own money, but they don't need to be spending it on me.
No, of course not. No.
You spend that on a horrible Taylor Swift album. That's what you spend that money on.
That's a much better investment. It's 8:31. News is next on Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass News first alert.
8:34 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Big Y, your family market. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. People are a little angry over in Southwick.
What's their problem, Southwick?
While Planning Board Chair Jessica Thornton was pleased the Duncan drive-through lane at 397 College Highway was being reconfigured, she professed to being shocked the work had started before the Planning Board had signed off the business's request for a minor site plan modification. Let me just say for the record that I was shocked that it was Felipe with Levesque Associates coming before me with a site plan modification with the notice that the work was going to begin on Facebook a week and a half ago, and the dirt is already dug up, Thornton said during the board's meeting last week. I saw that on the way here. It's not us, Cravo said with a nervous chuckle, with Thornton responded to just a hint of sarcasm. What the heck is going on? You're not responsible? Then pass the message on, she said, which prompted board member Diane Juzba to chime in. I have to echo that. I was a little upset to see that we are now just seeing these plans and it's already begun. But Thornton wasn't finished. So, not only do we have site plan work happening just on its own, but I would also assume that all the light pole work is going to be done simultaneously, even though the special permitting hearing for that isn't until the 21st.
And it's dripping with sarcasm.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it.
J&N Salema LP, the company that owns and operates the franchise, wasn't just seeking the board's blessing for the drive-through modification, but also to modify its outdoor lighting plan for which a public hearing is required. It would be fun to have a public hearing on the light pole that's already up and in use, Thornton said, which led to board member Marcus Phelps add his take to the situation. They might not have turned it on yet, he said. Later, we should have read this like a play.
Yeah, we should have.
Later on, Juzba asked if the work would be stopped until the permits were approved. Thornton said after a discussion at Town Hall, there is no mechanism to do that at this time, unfortunately. The exchange occurred after Cravo went over the changes to Duncan's parking lot. The drive-through window won't be moved, but the access to it on the north of the building will be blocked by a landscape berm where the menu board will be installed.
Are they making this more difficult for the people that are hoping to buy their coffees and donuts at Dunkin'?
I think so. This will remove what was one of 2 drive-through access points down to 1, which will be the first entrance if driving south on College Highway, adjacent to the parking lot for the Image Print House, and the second entrance if traveling north. Thornton said the reconfiguration was needed. The double entrance into the drive-through was just asking for it when it was first put in. More sarcasm.
Well, I mean, of course they're going to ask for it.
Yeah. So they're arguing because the work shouldn't have been started yet. They're already doing it. And what are you going to do? Tell Duncan no? You can't tell the people of Massachusetts that you can't modify whatever Duncan needs to modify.
I mean, don't they realize that there are people in that town who are just waiting for the green light to start going to that particular Dunkin' location?
Yeah.
Using the drive-through and then walking and driving away in a perfectly satisfied monetary exchange. And you're playing politics?
You're messing with the Dunkin', and that's not good.
You're not only messing with the Dunkin', you are messing with registered voters of that town who desperately need their dunks in the morning.
Hey, they chased Carvana out of that town. And they're not going to think twice to chase any anti-Duncan people out of town, too.
I can see where someone might not want a Carvana in their town.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know of anybody that doesn't want another Dunkin' Donuts in their town.
Hey, listen. They got that turf war going on with Mrs. Murphy. Mrs. Murphy's Donuts.
Does Mrs. Murphy's have a drive-thru?
No.
All right.
But you can drive to it.
I get that. But drive-through business is really what the problem is here, right? Because they're talking about extra lanes and entrances and egress and whatever else.
Egress.
Whatever else.
Whatever is going on there. Did you see this ammunition plant in Tennessee?
Yes, I did.
Holy crap. 18 people are missing after a blast at a military explosive manufacturing facility in Tennessee on Friday. Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis said one person initially believed to be on site had been located at home. 4 or 5 people were taken to a nearby hospital after the enormous explosion that leveled the factory. There's nothing left. There's nothing to describe. It's gone, he said. The plant is in Bucksnort, Tennessee, roughly 56 miles from Nashville, specializes in the development, manufacture, handling, and storage of explosives. The cause of the blast remains unclear. Aerial video from the scene showed charred debris, smoldering vehicles, and little remaining of the facility, which is owned by Accurate Energetic System. Sheriff Davis, who was visibly emotional during his first media briefing of the day, declined to say exactly how many people died. But he noted that the plant had been up and running when the explosion happened and that secondary blast forced first responders to keep their distance from the site. It's like apocalyptic looking.
It's unbelievable.
The aerial views of this thing, they still don't know what the cause was of it. But, man, you talk about it's a local facility. You got all of these like families that live nearby, these people. And they're like, you feel bad. I felt so bad when these people were describing, like, these families are coming up the road. Like where is it? And they're like, they have no idea what it looks like. It's like, like they're hoping that their loved ones are still like buried under the rubble somewhere, but they're not. So the investigation into that continues. But what a devastating.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures last night. It looked awful.
That happened, I guess, when I was in Syracuse. There was an ammunition plant back in like the 1940s. Obviously, I wasn't there for that, but
missed it by that much.
Yeah, but it was a path that you could walk to and see like the remains of the thing,
right.
And it was like you could tell that things had been eviscerated because of the amount of explosives that were in that building. But, man.
Scary.
It is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Not as scary as Columbus Day, though.
I don't think Columbus Day is frightening.
You don't think so?
I mean, it's a great day if you want to buy a mattress.
Yeah.
Or, say, like some hedge trimmers.
What about some smallpox blankets? Do they have those at Marshall's?
I don't believe they do. Marshall's usually sells smallpox-free linens and bedding.
Well, that's not. Yeah.
I don't know of any retailer that provides dangerous diseases with your every purchase.
Well, we should start that then. I think Home Goods could start doing that. Don't you think? A free disease every time you buy something.
Yeah. You go home, you realize it's the wrong disease. You got to go back and return it.
Yeah,
I specifically asked for scurvy.
Yeah, I got hand, foot, and mouth. That's not a real disease.
What am I going to do with this?
I'm only going to be sick for like a day.
Oh, and I'm only going to get store credit?
Yeah.
I want to see a manager.
This is ridiculous. A school therapist in North Carolina has been charged with attempted murder and stalking. Well, that's not a very good therapist.
No, but if you didn't show up to an appointment and they didn't get their copay, then maybe it's not such a crazy idea.
Charlotte police say on Friday they were investigating an incident involving Charlotte Mecklenburg school employee, 43-year-old Cheryl Gates. Police said they located and arrested Gates, who was then transferred to the sheriff's office. Gates was charged with attempted murder. contaminating food or drink to render one mentally incapacitated or physically helpless, stalking, and damage to property. At the time of this writing, they did not say why she was charged. Then why are you putting the article up?
Well, I mean, it's what she's been arrested for. They're just not giving much detail. Is that the deal? The dealio?
Yeah, but usually when she was arrested for stalking. Well, stalking who? A student, a teacher, a family member? What?
I don't know.
This is what why bother putting the story up if you don't have any other details to go along with it?
I saw this on, what was it, Western Mass News, and it seemed like this is going to be a really juicy story.
Yeah, and then you click it, and there's
no
nothing.
juice. Completely juiceless.
No juice.
It's as dry as a cinder block. That's how dry it is.
Watch, it turns out that it was a nothing burger all along.
Maybe, but then maybe it's the story of the year, and you didn't get any of that information, so everybody else in the country is going, ooh, and I can't believe this story. But out here, we're like, I totally missed that one.
By the way, Eversource is reporting power outages in Connecticut. About 8,000 customers so far because of this storm. I guess it's a lot windier down towards the coast.
Yeah.
So just be careful if you're out and about driving today, especially down in the Connecticut area. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be rainy with a high of 52. Tomorrow, rain with a high of 58. It is 52 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to...
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:53 and AC/DC with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Rainy with a high of 52 today. It is 52 right now in downtown Springfield.
If you love craft beer, Rock 102 has been hooking people up for a little while now. Half off hops, Vanish Valley, Great Awakening, and Arc Point have all sold out, but you can still get $50 gift cards to some of the area's best breweries like Rustic Brewing and Scantic River. Just $25. It's just half off. And they're on sale now at the Shop 30 store at rock102.com. Don't delay. They're going quickly. Half off hops from Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
Let's see. Big Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night coming up this week. You can go back on the podcast later on here, our interview with Tom Cotter, who's going to be the headliner for that event. Who was surprised when I said to him off the air, I was like, because he asked who else was on the show, because apparently he doesn't pay attention to his own postings of the things that he does. And I said, me, Bax, and this guy, Corey G., who's pretty funny. And he's like, wait, I'm headlining? I go, that's the point.
You're a nationally touring comedian.
Yeah. So we might not get the full...
No, I've seen Tom a bunch of times, he does a terrific job.
Yeah. Well, I'll refer back to the time that I had to see him as the warm-up comedian for the big Tom Segura show down at Mohegan Sun, because he was at Roadhouse and then Tom Segura was in the arena. Sometimes you got to go watch the lesser knowns before you go watch the famous people. You know what I mean?
So, I get it. Yeah. I get it. I also, there's actually a true story. Years ago, Tom Cotter was appearing.
Do you not tell true stories that you need to preface sometimes when you say, this is a true story?
No, I don't. I'm not embellishing anything, but this is what happened. Tom was appearing at a club in Connecticut, and I wanted to go see him, and Tom was apparently wanted to call me before the show.
Yeah.
So rather than call me on my cell phone, he accidentally calls my ex-wife's house. And she tells him, well, he doesn't live here anymore. And so Tom texted me and said, I'm so sorry, I accidentally called your ex-wife's house. And I said, well, Tom, you really did need to know.
Yeah. Well, at least it was broken to him in an eloquent way.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to tell you. Yeah. I wanted to do it kind of soft and gentle. I know these things can be surprising sometimes, but I did feel that at some level, Tom really did need to know what was going on in my personal life.
Well, then he followed up with, by the way, the check is late.
By the way, it's so late and it's a little bit short.
Yeah, you bum.
Yeah. Well.
Well,
what are you going to do?
It's like you can't update everybody at once.
Listen, you don't want to send out a blast group text when something like that happens.
That is kind of weird when you like I don't want to get into like too specific,
to
specific things, but I have a friend who the guy. She has a friend who was dating a guy that offered a pretty good service,
right?
And like a discount service.
Sure,
it's always good to know somebody, right? Well, they have since broken up, and because I reached out and I said, "Hey, can we get that cement guy over to my house?" They broke up. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I don't have any beef with him.
You didn't break up with him.
No. What? But that ruins the discount, though, then, too. Because now you knew somebody by association.
Yeah.
If you were to hire that guy to do some masonry work,
yeah, but
he might charge me full price now.
Well, he's not going to jack up the price simply because you are an acquaintance of an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or would he?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. But I seemingly can't have the number now because they broke up.
It's tough when you have to break up with your electrician or your plumber.
Well, can I see him on the side?
Who gets custody of the lawn guy?
You imagine, like, yeah, right. You have the guy come over your house now.
Yeah,
he's doing work, and you're like, all right, we can't tell her that you were here. It's almost like you're having some secret affair. And then all of a sudden, she catches you. She drops by your house with a pop-in.
Yeah,
and then sees him there. Like, can't believe you were cheating on me with my ex. But he does such good crack work. I know.
But he plows my driveway.
That means two things.
It's 8:58 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.